I'm Evelyn and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So I don't usually do these kinds of videos, but I went snooping on Twitter yesterday after the trailer went out for Realm of Magic, and I saw especially Sim Guru Romeo was really active answering all the questions, so I decided to basically take the info that I had found on Twitter and I wanted to turn it into a video. So this is a bit of a different kind of video for my channel, obviously, but I thought it would be kind of fun to do. Plus, I am so excited about this upcoming game pack that I feel like sharing all this information with you guys would also help me kind of share my excitement with you guys as well. So yeah, but I think we should get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is familiars. You probably saw in the trailer, we had these small creatures like following Sims around. They're flying over one of the Sims' shoulders, and they come in different shapes, I want to say, or you can choose different familiars as far as I've understood. There are, as far as I've found out at least, because I had to track down a couple of different Sim gurus to find all of these, but there are 10 different familiars that I know of right now. So I got the pictures. The different Sim gurus turned their avatars on Twitter into pictures of the familiars, which I thought was kind of fun. They were tweeting some weird stuff now and then. It was kind of fun. But anyways, so the first one is a voodoo doll, and I believe the name for it is Stitches, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong about all the names, by the way, because not all the Sim gurus actually changed their names to the familiar's name, and if they changed their name, I don't know if it's the right name either, so could be wrong about the names, but we got the avatar at least. The next one is Veiled. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but it's a void critter, so it's already been in the game before. Some guru did mention that some of the void critters are actually based off of quote-unquote real creatures in The Sims. So just like you could get one of the void critters in the hamster cage or the critter cage, whatever you call that, from My First Pet Stuff pack, you can now also get another void critter as a familiar, so that is pretty cool. Then we have an owl that's called Weisenheimer, I think. Then we have another one, which looks like a mixture of like a leaf bat and a sheep or something. I don't fully know. And the name for that one that was given on Twitter was Sheepy Grass, which this is why I'm kind of like, is it really their names? Because Sheepy Grass? But we'll see once the game pack comes out. Then there's a dragon that's supposedly called Darkwing, and a phoenix that's either called Ember or Pyre. And there's also a raven that they gave the name Edgar or Poe, obviously as a hint towards Edgar Allan Poe, the writer. But again, I don't really know if it's the right name for the raven familiar. Then we have a vampire rabbit that's called Webbit, and a green flying toad that you saw in the trailer around, I think it's around 0 or 19 seconds, yes. And that one is called Shimmer Toad. And then there's a skull. I can't find the name for that one because Simguru House just changed his avatar to the skull, but he didn't actually change his name to anything else, so I don't know what the name for the skull is. Do let me know if you got any ideas whatsoever. So some other info that I found on the familiars is that cats and dogs, if you have cats and dogs, the expansion pack, you can actually turn your cat and dog, or cat or dog, into a familiar, which is pretty cool. You can also have fairies, apparently. I don't know if any of the 10 familiars that I've shown you guys is considered a fairy to the team. I don't really know. I did look at the toad for a second and I thought that was supposed to be a fairy, but then I was like, fairies and toads are not really the same thing. But then again, the team could have decided to kind of interpret a fairy shape as a toad. So I don't really know, or any of the other familiars for that matter. As far as I know though, I have not seen a picture of an actual fairy anywhere, but they were supposed to be coming with this pack. Not as playable creatures or playable whatever, but as a familiar. So the familiar's goal is to follow you around, or your sim around, and protect the sim from death. And I suppose they're also supposed to guide your sim a little bit, so give hints at what you're gonna do and stuff, but I don't know any of that for sure. I feel like I read somewhere that they're supposed to do, like, help you along a little bit, if you get what I mean. But I couldn't find the tweet again, so don't take my word for it. And then the last info that I have on familiars is that you can have as many familiars bound to your sim as you want, but you can only have one familiar summoned at a time. So the next thing I want to talk about is the worlds, and yes, you heard me right, because we get 2 new worlds. One is called Glimmerbrook, which is a normal residential world. It's about the same size as Forgotten Hollow. Remember, this is a game pack, so there's nothing wrong with that. And that means it comes with 5 lots, as far as I've understood. Among those 5 lots, you'll find both one empty lot and also a starter home. And then in Glimmerbrook, there should be a portal to the Magic Realm. And seasons work in Glimmerbrook, by the way, so they work perfectly fine. I don't know what the climate is like, though. I could not find any information on that, but I suppose it's probably going to be something like Willow Creek or outdoor, what's it called? Not outdoor retreat, Granite Falls, because the world does kind of look like a mixture of the two. So yeah, that's all I had on Glimmerbrook. The other world that we're getting is called the Magic Realm, and it's a very different world, I want to say. It floats, first of all, something we've never had in The Sims, as far as I remember at least. It kind of looks like it's floating in space, which I'm totally digging, by the way. I love the galaxy, so yes. Seasons don't work in the Magic Realm because the realm itself, or this world, is kind of protected by some sort of vortex. So I would guess that it's also a little bit difficult to, you know, whether you're in space, kind of something doesn't add up, you know? So anyways, and then I was having some issues understanding exactly what kind of lots we're getting in the Magic Realm, but as far as I've understood, there's at least one venue that can be edited if you have the cheat BB enable free build mode activated, and I think it's the lot that you saw in the trailer, the big house where the cauldron is and stuff. So there's supposedly 3 sages hanging around this lot, or they're bound to the lot, so if you decide to completely rebuild this house, the sages won't be bound to the house anymore. They'll kind of just roam around the Magic Realm, which can be pretty cool, but if you want to have an easier time finding them, I suggest that you don't completely rebuild the house. I don't know if it counts for renovations though, so that'll be something to explore once we get access to the pack, I suppose. But that leads me to the next subject, which is spellcasters, magic, and potions. So the good stuff. So we're gonna start out talking about spellcasters, which is the new life state that is coming with Realm of Magic. And it comes with a somewhat similar system to vampires. So the talent system, this is all I know from tweets, by the way, so it could be a little bit different in game. But as far as I understood and as far as I read, it is a similar system to vampires, so talents and also progress bars and all that stuff. The spellcasters don't have a second form, which is a first for an occult in The Sims 4, and they do come with new gravestones and also urns, and I'm excited to see those, to be honest, as morbid as that is, whatever. And there should be a nice level of customization, so different familiars to choose between, as I talked about earlier in the video. We also have different wands to choose between, and different brooms. And spellcasters cannot be evil because of the magic, at least, but you can't decide to make an evil sim and turn them into a spellcaster, but the magic that it'll be doing won't be evil. So spellcasters also don't have weaknesses, but they do have curses, and you can have up to 3 different curses if they fail quote-unquote feats of magic. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I guess we will see eventually. And also the curses can be dispelled in a few different ways. I don't know how, but again, that's something else that we're also going to see eventually. Plus, children can have the magical bloodline trait, but they won't be spellcasters until their teens. Next up, we're going to talk about magic. So there are 3 different types of magic that your Sims can learn, and that is practical, mischief, and untamed. I got no information on the different styles just yet, so there's not much I can say, like what's the difference between the 3, but I'm guessing that practical may have something to do with cleaning, for example, and mischief sounds like it's got something to do with mischief. As for untamed, it sounds a little bit dangerous, but I guess we will see. I feel like the sim that was using their hands, so the main character or the main sim in the trailer, might have learned untamed magic, because I feel like the whole like using the hands is a little bit more untamed compared to using a wand, but I guess we will see once the pack comes out. Then I do know there is one spell called Copy Pasto, which lets you copy items, so I'm really excited about that one. I feel like that's going to be a good spell to possibly earn some money, but I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on that spell. And as far as I've understood, the 3 different styles of magic are taught to you by the 3 sages that are at the venue, but I could be wrong about that. Also, magic can be cast everywhere, but not all Sims will react to magic in a positive way, so definitely be a little bit careful when you're using magic in Willow Creek, for example. And you can mix and match the different styles to your liking, but you can also just choose to focus on one style. So if you focus on one style, you may be able to go fully in depth with that style, but if you choose to focus on more than just one style, it'll be a little bit more, I want to say superficial, but anyways. And then there's actually also a 4th style, which is called alchemy, and that is potion brewing. So potions can be brewed with the cauldrons that are found in the magic realm. As far as I know, or as far as I've read, they kind of implied that cauldrons cannot be used in the other worlds, but I guess we will see. I don't fully know. You'll be able to brew 4 bottles at a time, and that means you can use the copy pasto spell on those 4 bottles and turn them into 8 bottles, which is pretty awesome. So as I saw in the trailer, there should be different types of potions, so like for different things. For example, there is a love potion, a luck potion, and Simguru Romeo also mentioned something about a potion of immortality. And for us builders, there should be 2 different types of cauldrons, one with blue fire and one with normal red fire, or red, orange, yellow, whatever the color of fire is. The cauldrons are also functional off the grid, and your Sims will be able to cook on them. And I did see 3 specific examples of cooking, so I hope that it's more than that, but as far as Romeo said, it's mac and cheese, chili, and cioppino, which I have no clue what is, but at least they can cook something on them, so that is pretty awesome. Your Sims won't be able to brew potions on stoves either, so they'll have to use the cauldrons, and that's about all I had for Spellcasters, Magic, and Potions. So I do have a few random information pieces that I found as well, and that is that there are no new woohoo spots around the world, but you can die from overusing magic. So we do get at least 1 new death as far as I'm aware. There may be 2, because I feel like one of the potions did look like it was a death potion, but it may just be like a sickness potion or something. I don't really know, but I do like that they added a new death. That's always a lot of fun. So the portal is not the only way to get to the magic realm, by the way. There's something called shimmer stones. I don't know how to get them. I don't know if you have to craft them or something, but they will let you teleport to the realm as well, so you don't have to go through the portal all the time to get there. Only spellcasters can use brooms, but all Sims can own them, so you will be able to decorate with the brooms and hang them on the wall, which is pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that. And brooms can be used outside of Glimmerbrook and the Magic Realm, so you can use them in, for example, Sulani to fly from island to island, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that, just like going crazy with the brooms and flying around. Really, really looking forward to that. And then there's a little bit of speculation because I saw some people tweeting about split level. It was confirmed earlier that we're not getting split level, but someone asked about spiral staircases and they didn't deny that we're getting them. They didn't confirm that we're not getting them. So I don't really know if they can just like straight up say you're not getting split level. Why wouldn't they say you're not getting spiral staircases? I think there is something going on there, and I'm really hoping that I'm not getting my hopes up here. So we will see though, but I could totally see spiral staircases being introduced in this pack, so possibly we'll get like a base game one with the update, and then we'll get a couple of extra swatches or something, like different styles in the pack itself, just like with the lounge chairs. We got a base game with the update before Island Living hit, and then we got a couple of lounge chairs with the expansion pack itself, so you see where I'm going with this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that a lot. But anyways, guys, that's about all the information information that I have for you. That's all I could gather from Twitter at least. Let me know if there's something I missed. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Also tell me if you're excited or if you're a little bit disappointed with the pack so far or with the trailer, as we haven't really seen anything from the pack yet. Definitely let me know too. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!